Hello, SCPGA members. This is Tony Chavez, your host for the Pro2Pro podcast. Today's guest is an honor to have a wonderful pro from Oaks North, uh, Steve Lyons, PGA. Hello, pro. How are you?
Hey, doing amazing, Tony. Another beautiful day in Southern California. How you doing?
Man, doing great, doing great. It is an amazing day. It's an amazing time to be in Southern California. It's an amazing time to be in golf. I don't know about you, but my facility is just about rocking right now. We just had the best record in the history of Los Serranos last April, but we're not here for me. We're here for you. So
Yeah, we're a bit of the same. We're coming off of our third straight year of record numbers. I mean, it's just unbelievable. COVID, as unfortunate it was really, really good for our game, and got a lot of exposure to being outside, which was the great thing about COVID was it forced a lot of people to get outside. And for us, it grew our game exponentially. Last year we did just over 97,000 rounds. So this year we are definitely on pace to break that 100,000 mark, which I'm very excited about.
And tell us a little bit about yourself. How long you been in this business, and how'd you get started?
Yeah, so I've been in the business for just about 15 years now.
Hmm.
I grew up skateboarding my entire life. I didn't play
Mm.
organized sports growing up, nothing like that. I just got fortunate enough that at one point my father-in-law, who at that time was my girlfriend's stepdad, got me to go to a golf course and try out the game. From there, it just became a pure obsession of mine.
With all the diversity that we have in terms of, we have great golf courses. We have, it seems like every single climate, desert, mountain,
Yeah.
beach. Um, and on top of that, we have the headquarters where facilities for the big manufacturers all in our backyard. And not taking advantage of that is like it, it's I mean it seems incredible. And I speak on first person, right? I didn't go and visit those places before, and now that I'm doing it, I'm just, it's like, I'm being energized every time I go do those things.
Yeah, I mean, it's when you go there, right, to see TPI, I mean, the facility that they're creating there is, I would be hard set to say that there can't be anything else like that in the world.
TPI is going through a remodel after 20 years, and it's amazing to believe that they've been around for 20 years in our backyard. Now they're doing the remodel, so then that may help push for the other companies to bring their game to the next level, right?
Yeah, they're setting a new
It,
standard now.
it,
It's amazing.
raising the bar, right?
Hmm.
No, and that's great. That's great. Well, speaking of that seminar, in terms of the key takeaways that you took from your visit, other than how wonderful and state of the art TPI is, any tips that you that could help you teach the game of golf better at your facility that you're already seeing results?
Yeah, the big thing, my takeaway was ground force, understanding how ground force works and just a little of the bit more of the biomechanics of the golf swing. And then the technology, right? I mean, the on-form stuff that was presented to us was amazing. And then, just listening to other coaches teach and just see what they do and like just these little minuscule tips or changes that you could implement that you're just like, man, you weren't really focused on. And now it's just another tool in your belt to where you're like, man, why is this guy early extending or whatever? And it's just these
Mhm.
different factors that could be to change that and dramatically help someone very quickly. Was very enlightening to me.
Ah, that's great. That's great. And
Yeah.
every time you go and visit one of those places and visit with other pros, if you can take one or two things. I know I saw a fellow professional there who I heard him speak a good 20 years ago, and and I hadn't seen him since. So I went and reached out to him and said, "Hey, listen, you remember that talk you gave back in the day?" And he goes, "Yeah, kind of do.
Yeah.
What about it?" I said, "Well, I took like 3 tips, and that helped me pay put some money on my pocket, so I
Love it.
appreciate it." I was
Yeah.
gonna say that helped me pay for a couple of bar taps, but I mean,
Oh, yeah. Well,
it's why would I want
that's
to
a prerequisite. We won't talk about that.
Well, this is what it's all about. This podcast is is getting to know other professionals. Um, like I said, there's we're about 1,800 members and associates in the section. Um, it is very difficult to put everybody in one room, so our goal here is to, instead of putting everybody in a room, it's just to try to invite people in through this virtual outlet, and try to have a one-to-one conversation, and getting to know more about what is unique about you and your facility, and
Yeah.
what you do. Any departing words for us there, Steve?
Yeah, I kind of said it earlier, is just be a resource.
Yep.
I tell everybody, just be a resource to your fellow professionals, your customers, anybody. If you notice someone struggling, whether they are or not, just have that conversation. It may be 2 minutes that make all the difference in the world in someone's life. And go outside of your box. Don't be scared to try something new. We have a lot of people in this world, in this industry, that are doing unbelievable things, and a lot of that is just because they were willing to try something different. Look at what TPI was 20 years ago, right, to what it is now. They were willing to take a chance and try something new. I'd challenge every golf professional to try and do that as well. But ultimately, man, just be a resource to your fellow professionals, to your students, to your guests, whoever it may be, and be an open book, and just talk.
I love it. I love it. And with all the wisdom that you've gathered through the years, I got asked the one question I ask every single guest in my podcast. If you had the superpower to go back in time, what would current Steve Lyons say to young Steve Lyons?
Oh man, get into the game earlier. If I could have, I mean, I would have loved to have the opportunity to play like high school golf or college golf or something like that, in a more competitive standpoint, and be on a team and do stuff like that. I really, really wish I would have taken that jump a lot earlier in life, but I don't regret anything I've done in my life. It's just, it's nicks in the belt of learning lessons, and turned me into the person I am today, which I'm very fortunate to be with where I'm at, and all the people I have around me. I'm fortunate enough met you, you know what I mean, and learn from everyone. And that would probably be the biggest takeaway, man. Just never stop learning. That's the number one thing.
Gotcha, gotcha. Well, Steve, this opportunity to speak with you, and to take a few minutes of your busy schedule is something that I'm grateful for, and I know that your message to getting involved and paying it forward and develop not only your students but also the members of your team. um, those are messages that resonate with a lot of people in our section, and those messages will hit somebody, and will encourage them to keep going forward. So with that, I thank you for your time. I thank you for being so candid with me, and on behalf of the Southern California PGA section, this is Tony Chavez, your host for the Pro2Pro podcast. Looking forward to meet another professional out there. So if you are out there and listening and want to participate, reach out to me. All right, Steve. I'll see you later.
Thank you so much, man.
Thank
You're
you.
amazing. Appreciate you.
Thank you. Bye
Yeah.
bye.